Good evening, all the dear ladies. Here we are, 9 days. Mashiach is not here yet, hoping that it's in the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes or instant. And if not, then at least today. We want Mashiach now. We need it. We want to see Beit HaMikdash already. We don't even understand how much we need Beit HaMikdash and how much we need. I think there's like 200 mitzvot out of the 613 that are connected with Beit HaMikdash we can't do because we don't have a Mikdash. Not just that, okay, we'll keep our life. It's like the main thing is connecting with Hashem in Beit HaMikdash. The Kodesh HaKodeshim is like the bedroom of the couple, it's like, what's a Jewish home without it? So we need Ribono Shel Olam close with us. Maybe we'll start.
How many mitzvot?
613, out of them, about 200 are connected with Beit HaMikdash. We can't do. Let's do Yerushalayim, the known one that they sing in Chasanas. I don't know what the melody is from. I think it's from a different song that just put the words of I don't know. אם אשכחך ירושלים, תשכח ימיני. אם אשכחך ירושלים, תשכח ימיני. תדבק לשוני, לחיקי, אם לא אזכרכי, אם לא אעלה את ירושלים, על ראש שמחתי. אם לא אעלה את ירושלים, על ראש שמחתי. Where's that pasuk taken from? From the chapter of Tehillim. I think it's 127, 137. על נהר בבל, שם ישבנו, גם בכינו, בזוכי לציון. We mentioned it last week also when talking about they demanded us to sing a song and how can we, the Leviim decided that they're not willing to sing the songs of Hashem on a foreign land. And the next pasuk is Im eshkachech Yerushalayim tishkach yemini, one of the most beautiful psukim. Im lo alet Yerushalayim al rosh simchati, 137 really. There's so many melodies written for this chapter, and many Hasidiyot. I want to bring 3 melodies, 3.5, and you'll find out why the half. So the first one I thought of bringing is the Al Nahar Babel from the Bobover. The Rebbe Bobover Rabbi Ben Zion Halberstam. He wrote a lot of songs. He loved music. He thought that music is very important to bring the youth to feel connected. And even in those times, there was probably of youth thinking of leaving, especially in those times because the Haskalah, the Enlightenment movement, knowledge is somewhere else. Who needs the old days, the old minhagim? So he pulled them with a lot of warmth in the songs. In Chabad we sing Becha Hashem Chasiti, that's his. I think there's at least 2 more of his in Chabad. This came in, I'm not sure. Don't take me for my word on that. So one of the songs that he composed is Al Nahar Bavel. Very long piece. I'm going to send it in the group if you remind me. I want to send it so everybody can hear it. By one of the big Bobover Chazanim, Yosel Mandelbaum. But I'm going to sing you part of the song with a story. The story, I'll tell the story first this time. The story is about the famous Chazan. This Shabbat is Shabbat Chazon. Shabbat Chazon has a few meanings. One of them is a Chazan. We're going to talk about the good Chazan and the real Chazani. So Yosef Rosenblatt, which was the famous Chazan of the last century, last generation, 2 generations ago, right? I don't know how many. And 1920s, 1940s, he was a Chazan. And he came from Russia, Krakow, I think, and he went to America, and then he went back to Russia. He made a tour, and on his tour, he did concerts. He went to concert halls and those big concerts, and people came, paid a lot of money to go here. And he goes to the Baba Rebbe, and when he gets to the Baba Rebbe, and he wants the Bachorim, the Shiva Bachorim also to enjoy these songs because they won't come to a concert hall. So he's singing for them the songs, and when he finishes, the Rebbe tells him, the Baba Rebbe said, our minhag is not to clap hands and call out bravo, like the big artists, they need to clap hands, all the honor and all the, he says, that's not our minhag, but in order to pay you back, I'm going to sing you one of my melodies. And it happened to be in the time of the Bein HaMetzarim, during the 3 weeks, and he sang to him, Al Nar Babel, I'm going to sing to you soon, part of it. And Yosef is listening to the song, and he's completely mind blown. He says, "Wow, this song is so amazing." You know how many years he's saying, the Rebbe, I have to tell you, for so many years, I'm trying to compose a niggun for this chapter, and it's so hard because this chapter changes the mood all the time. Keeps changing the mood. Every pasuk is a different mood. How can you write a song? But the Rebbe's song is so amazing. Every pasuk is portraying exactly the words of the pasuk, the mood of the pasuk. And do you have notes of this song? And well, I took this story from a newspaper from those days, and I was told by a Baba Chassid that the main part of the story is not there, because the paper just says, he says, that you wrote it with Ruach HaKodesh. And the Baba Chassid says, that the point is that Yosel asked the Rebbe, did you have music for it? Do you have the notes? And the Rebbe tells him, I don't compose with notes. So Yosel goes, so you compose it with Ruach HaKodesh. That's the saying. And in the newspaper it says, well, I hear you compose it with Ruach HaKodesh. So the Baba Rebbe is pricking him a little bit, and he answers him, well, if I knew that you have such understanding in Ruach HaKodesh like we have in notes, then I would have really been impressed from this compliment. That's what he tells him. If I would know that you have understanding in Ruach HaKodesh like you have in notes, musical notes, then I would really appreciate your compliment. So this is the way it goes. And really the mood is changing very, very, between happy. In many Hasidiyot, including a chasana it wasn't a chasana, the bar mitzvah or something was this week. The Baba Chassid that I consulted with, he said that they sing it at the end of the bar mitzvah or end of the chasanas in Baba. In Boyana also going to sing a Boyaner. They sing it in chasanas. Why do they sing Song of Mourning in chasanas? So just like we said before, in Yerushalayim, in Yerushalayim al Rosh Simchati, Yerushalayim has to be on the top of my simcha. When I'm having a simcha, Yerushalayim should be there. Should be the utmost excitement should be about Yerushalayim. So they sing these songs in Chasana. So
רגע.
So the song. Good thing I can do that. Some of these songs were composed to be sung in a chasana, with all the crying and all the heartbroken about the destruction and the gallows. It was supposed to be sung in a chasana. So listen to the one by Kedushat Zion, Baba Rebbe. Lord, Naharot Bavel, על הנהרות בבל, על נהרות בבל, שם ישבנו, שם ישבנו, שם ישבנו, גם בכינו, שם ישבנו, גם בכינו, גם בכינו, בזוכרנו את ציון. שם ישבנו, גם בכינו, שם ישבנו, גם בכינו, שם ישבנו, גם בכינו, זוכרנו את ציון, את ציון, את ציון. ערבים בתוך התלינו קירותינו, ערבים בתוך התלינו קירותינו, כי שם, כי שם שאלונו שמענו דברי שיר, כי שם שאלונו שמענו דברי שיר. Now I didn't write any more of the notes, so till here I'm going to send you the whole version. But this is the song that the Yosel Osman was so excited about, that, you know, mood is changing all the time, and it's really, really portraying what the words are saying. Amazing. Next, Al Nahar Bavel, I want to sing. The story is my story. The story is that I remember something vaguely from old times. I heard Sunita, the famous harp player. I heard her playing this song. I said, wait a minute, I haven't heard it for so many years, 30 years, 40, I haven't heard it. But I remember it from childhood, and I even remember what the next part is. Wait a minute, is it a Sephardic niggun? Is it Ashkenazic niggun? Where does it come from? What is it? And I started to look for it, and I couldn't find. I found one version on YouTube. I don't know if I sent it already. I think I already sent it to you or not in the group. I will send it, B'ezrat Hashem. And it starts, Al Naharot Bavel, Al Naharot Bavel, Sham yashavnu gam bachinu, bezochrenu et Zion. Sham yashavnu gam bachinu, bezochrenu et Zion. No details, it just says Suki and Ding from the cassettes from 60s, 70s. I don't know when Suki and Ding put out so many songs. שם ישבנו גם בכינו, בזוכנו את ציון. שירו לנו משיר ציון, שירו לנו משירי ציון, שירו לנו משיר ציון, משיר ציון. שירו לנו משיר ציון, שירו לנו משיר ציון, שירו לנו משיר ציון, משיר ציון. איך נשיר, איך נשיר, איך נשיר את שיר השם. על הזמן נחר, איך נשיר, איך נשיר, איך נשיר את שיר השם. על הזמן נחר, אם אשכחך ירושלים, תשכח ימיני. אם אשכחך ירושלים, תשכח ימיני. תדבק לשוני לכי, אם לא אשכחך, אם לא אעלה את ירושלים, על ראש שמחתי, תדבק לשוני לחיי, אם לא אזכרתי, אם לא אעלה את ירושלים, על ראש שמחתי. Wow, that's the way I remember the song from childhood. That's beautiful, but no clue. Whose song is it? Where does it come from? So I'm trying to find what it is. I call Sunita and ask her, Sunita, where'd you get that song from? I don't know, I'm not home. At home I have a book. I'm in Europe, I'm in America, I don't know, I'm going to come back in October. There's a song about stuff from Jerusalem. She told me this, the name, and I saw the notes there, so I played it from there. I said, okay, I look for the book, I find that they have it in the University Ivrit, in the National Library. I found somebody that works there, and I said, please, can you copy me the page for this song? And he did. And I'm hoping to see, name of composer came from here. Nothing on it. Just this version, like she's saying, like what we're saying now. I said, okay, I need the help from the experts. So I asked the group, anybody knows the song? Nobody knows the song or not. And somebody says, I think the Kedushat Zion, not the Kedushat, I think the Pini Chazan, the Chazan of Bayan, Pinchas Spector, the Chazan of Bayan, I think in his composition, Al Nahar Bavel, there's a part that sounds like this. And do you have it? So they sent me the recording and they sent me the notes. And I got the notes and I listened. And sure enough, this is the origin for this melody. This is the beautiful handwriting from Pinchas Chazan, Pinchas Spector, the Chazan of Bayan. And it's written for 3-4 voices. And we're going to sing just a little bit from the beginning. And remind me, I'm going to send in the group Bezod Hashem the recording. And yes, this is the source for the song. You're going to hear that it's almost the same. That like many national, maybe like how do you call it, folk songs, they take the thing and they change a little bit. They make it less intricate. They make it a little more simple and more regular, measured. So Al Nahar Bavel from Pinchas Spector, Pinchas Chazan goes like this. I need a little higher. Too high. Al Nahar Bavel. This is going to be too high. Al Nahar Bavel. Al Nahar Bavel. It's still going to be too high. Al Nahar Bavel. Al Nahar Bavel. שם ישבנו גם בכינו, שם ישבנו גם בכינו, בזוכרנו את ציון. שם בזוכרנו את ציון. It's still too high for me. I needed a different key. Let's go up instead of down. על נהרות בבל, על נהרות בבל, שם ישבנו גם בכינו, שם ישבנו גם בכינו, בזוכרנו את ציון, שם זוכרנו את ציון. שם ישבנו גם בכינו, שם ישבנו גם בכינו, בזוכרנו את ציון, בזוכרנו את ציון. על הרבים בתוכך, תלינו כינורותינו. על הרבים בתוכך, תלינו כינורותינו. wrong page. כי שם שאלונו שובנו, כי שם שאלונו שובנו, כי שם שאלונו שובנו, דברי שיר. כי שם שאלונו שובנו, כי שם שאלונו שובנו, דברי שיר, דברי. שם שאלונו שובנו דברי, ותול עלינו שמחה. שירו לנו משיר ציון, משיר ציון. שירו לנו משיר ציון, משיר ציון. איך נשיר את שיר השם על אדמת נכה, איך נשיר את שיר השם על אדמת נכה. אם אשכחך ירושלים, תשכח ימיני. אם אשכחך ירושלים, תשכח ימיני. תדבק לשוני לכי, כי אם לא אזכרכי. אוי אם לא אעלה אל ירושלים, על ראש שמחתי. תדבק לשוני לכי, כי אם לא אזכרכי. אם לא אעלה את ירושלים, על ראש שמחתי. And then just part of a long composition. Remind me, I'm going to send you the whole thing, but that's clearly the origin for the, how do you call it, the fourth song, אם אשכח ירושלים, and that's it. So I found the source, Pinya Chazan from Boyan. In Boyan also, to sing this, the recording I'm going to send is from a chasana. The end of the chasana, after Sheva Brachos, they sit and sing this composition. In many voices, it's very intricate, and it's hard for them, and also, especially after drinking a lot and after dancing a lot. Okay, I want to sing another version of Al Nahar Babel, one of the happiest that I ever heard. It's very short, and it's from Rabbi Yitzchak Ginsburg. I have to remember it. Okay, it's like in the major. It's like a happy tune. Like we already mentioned that what's the secret of Jewish music? It's just like the secret of Yerushalayim himself. It's how do you call it? Noseh hafachim, they call it in Hebrew. He can take contradictions in one stride. He can take things that are opposites, axioms, and just like by Yerushalayim, there's happiness and sadness at the same time. We spoke about it last week. In our heart, we have sadness and happiness at the same time. We said we're going to talk about a broken heart. So first of all, the heart is broken from the two different kinds of happiness and simcha. The Kotzker Rebbe says there's nothing more complete than a broken heart. So breaking our heart, crying about galus, Bezrat Hashem will bring the Geula closer. If we mourn the Beit HaMikdash, we're going to help get it rebuilt. So here's the Al Nahar Babel by Rabbi Yitzchak Ginsburg, which is, I think, one of the happiest I've ever heard. Al naharot Babel, שם ישבנו גם בכינו, בזוכרנו את ציון. על הנהרות בבל, שם ישבנו גם בכינו, בזוכרנו את ציון. על הנהרות בבל, שם ישבנו גם בכינו, בזוכרנו את ציון. על הנהרות בבל, שם ישבנו גם בכינו, בזוכרנו את ציון. Very short, I promise you. It's just the one pasuk without all the rest of it. So that's one facet of songs about Tisha B'Av, about destruction, about Yerushalayim. We have the whole Megillah Eilicha, the whole scroll of lamentation. What happens in Megillat Eilicha? First of all, we have the melody that we read Megillat Eilicha, which is very, very special. Each one of the scrolls, well, there's 5 scrolls, each one is read on a different occasion. ולוקחים פירות, ילדים. לוקחים פירות? תיקחו לכם פירות, למה לא? My grandchildren are here. I saw these little creatures passing by. So, the melody of Megillat Esther is completely different than Megillat Eilicha, even though Megillat Eilicha hints itself inside of Megillat Esther. The sub-psukim we read the melody of Eilicha, just to remind us that the story is really connected with the destruction. Megillat Ruth has a different melody. Megillat Shir Shirim a different melody. Kohelet has a different melody. Megillat Echad melody goes like this: Echa yesh b'gadam, ha'ir rabat yam, hayeta ke'almana, rabati b'goyim, sarati b'mdinot, hayeta lament, bachot tibkeh b'layla, b'dimata alechya. אין מלחם לה מכל אוהביה, כל רעיה בגדובה היו לה לאויבים. גלתה יהודה מעוני ומרוב עבודה, היא ישבה בגויים לא מצאה מנוח, כל עודפיה השיגוה בין המצרים. Tisha B'Av night, coming back from shul, I always find myself singing this over and over again. The melody is so haunting. There's something so special in this melody of lamentation. I was like, first of all, that's by itself is very special. We have some very special psukim in the middle, worth mentioning. One of them, I don't know who composed it, and if you find it, I will be very happy. If I'm not mistaken, Avram Fried is singing it. It's from chapter 5, last chapter of Megillat Eilicha. Almost the last psukim, פסוק י"ז, על זה היה דווה ליבנו, על זה אלה חשכו עינינו, our eyes became dark, you know, and that's what our heart is broken because of. על זה היה דווה ליבנו, על אלה חשכו עינינו, על הר ציון ששמר שועלים הילכו בו, על ההר ציון ששמר שועלים הילכו בו. אתה השם לשם פשיסחא לדור ודור, למה לנצח תשכחנו, תעזבנו לאורך ימים. על זה היה דווה ליבנו, על אלה חשכו עינינו, על ההר ציון ששמר שועלים הילכו בו, על ההר ציון ששמר שועלים הילכו בו. אתה השם לעולם תשב, פשיסחא לדור ודור, למה לנצח תשכחנו, תעזבנו לאורך ימים. So that's one of the psukim in the Megillah that is sung. If anybody finds who it is, otherwise we'll have to look for it and write it in the group. Okay, another pasuk I think it's not from the Megillah. I think it's from the Lamentations that we say after the Megillah. אלי ציון ועריה, כמו אישה בציריה, וכיבתו לך גור הצק, על בעל נעוריה. אלי ציון ועריה, כמו אישה בציריה, וכיבתו לך גור הצק, על בעל נעוריה. תדעי, 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 ay na 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 ay 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 na na ay. There's so many poems here of crying about Beit HaMikdash, about Yerushalayim, about the destruction, from all kinds of generations. Most of them are very old. Some of them are newer. Some of them are very new from our generation, crying after the Holocaust. Is usually the last one. So they ask, the people ask, why is this one that I just sang? It sounds like a happy song. So first of all, they say maybe because it's the last one. So you start to lift up. You lift up after sitting in for so many hours saying kinot, you want to revive. Another reason that it's a very special character. It's not clear if it's really from a Jewish origin or not. Like many of these songs, the controversy where it comes from, it's probably ancient, at least 400, 500 years. Maybe it's from a Spanish origin, from the Manos, from the Jews in Spain, we don't know. It has a special character. They sing it a lot in the Western Europe, like the Yekim, the German origin. Elei Tzion ve'areha. כמו אישה בציריה, וכיבתו לך גור הצק, על בעל נעוריה, So that's one song from there. I think this is a קרלבך סון, שפכי חמים חמים ליבך. איזה לאה? נוכח פני השם. Yes. שפכי חמים חמים ליבך. נוכח פני השם. It's so amazing, I'm singing. שפכי חמים חמים ליבך. נוכח פני השם. שפכי חמים חמים ליבך, נוכח פני השם. שפכי חמים ליבך, נוכח פני השם. שפכי חמים חמים ליבך, נוכח פני השם. שפכי חמים ליבך, נוכח פני השם. שפכי חמים חמים ליבך, נוכח פני השם. This is earlier in the Megillah. Let's find where it is from. Which chapter? What's the pasuk before that? Very famous also. Where are you? When Hashem doesn't want, you don't find. When he wants, you open it, it's right page. If not, you go back and forth till you find it. The pasuk starts with קום מירוני בלילה, בראש השמורות. Here I just found it. שפכי חמים ליבך, נוכח פני השם. צאי אליו כפייך, על נפש עוללייך. Again, that's the melody from גלעדיך. Rav Shlomo's melody is so beautiful. Now there's another melody for the beginning of this pasuk that is not sung in Chabad. Actually, in Chabad, I didn't find any songs in Chabad about lamentation. Chabadnikim don't like to be sad. They have songs of heart pouring, but it's not sadness. There's bitterness, which is not sadness. I don't know song in Chabad that is connected with lamentation and a little bit. We're going to sing one soon. But this one is more sung by in Breslov. Kumi Roni Balayla. It's attributed to the Rav Magid of Mezrich himself. You know, the says from the Rav Magid of Mezrich. Kumi Roni Roni Balayla, Roni Balayla berosh hashmurot. Kumi Roni Roni Balayla, Roni Balayla hashmurot. Ahai. Ay, שפכי חמיים, חמיים, ליבך נוכח ונשם. שפכי חמיים, חמיים, ליבך נוכח ונשם. קומי רוני רוני בלילה, רוני בלילה בראש השמורות. קומי רוני רוני בלילה, רוני בלילה לראש השמועות. היי, 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 שפכי חמיים, חמיים, ליבך נוכח ונשם. שפכי חמיים, חמיים, ליבך נוכח ונשם. קומי רוני רוני בלילה, רוני בלילה לראש השמועות. קומי רוני רוני בלילה, רוני בלילה לראש השמועות. That's the song in Breslov attributed to Rabbi Magid himself. So I said in Chabad we don't have from Megillat Eicha, I don't remember. Hashivenu Hashem Eilicha v'Nashuva. That's a famous argument between Hashem and Am Yisrael. Who has to do tshuva first? Who has to do the first step? Who has to ask forgive me first? So we say in the end of Megillat Eicha, Hashivenu Hashem Eilicha v'Nashuva. You bring us back and we're going to do tshuva. And Hashem says, Shuva Elai v'Shuva Alechem. You know, if you come back, I'm going to come back to you. So we are the one to win. Hashem has to get us closer and then, of course, we'll do tshuva. So in Chabad, I have a song that connected somehow to the destruction, to going on Galut anyways. The song is about Ben Yakir Ephraim. My favorite son, is he such a favorite son to me, Ephraim? It's with a question mark. Ha Ben Yakir Ephraim, is he? Im Yeled Shashuim is this the son that I like to spoil, my spoiled son. He just sent him on destruction, and he says, but why is my heart going out to him all the time? Is he my favorite son, the one that I want to play around with all the time and spoil him? The song is composed by Rabbi Shalom Charitonov. עכשיו מספיק, מחר שישאר לנו למחר גם. Shalom Charitonov composed the melody and the beautiful song. Oy zacho, 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 ezkerenu ki midei dabri bo. Zacho, 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 ezkerenu אוי על כן המומי לו רחמנו נאום השם. אוי על כן, אוי על כן המומי לו רחמנו נאום השם. So that's the song in Chabad, הבן יקיר לי אפרים, הבן. Mami Shalom Chalitonu. Very fitting, I think, for singing about the destruction is a song about Rachel Imeinu, coming to plead to Bode Shalom, to have mercy on the sons. Kol Berama Nishma, that's a song that Hashem sent to me. Okay. They hear me singing, they go and take all the fruit from the fridge. There won't be any fruit left for later. I'm going to try and stop them. Kol Berama. That's a song I composed many years ago. Kol Berama, Kol Berama, Kol Berama Nishma. Rachel מבכה, Rachel מבכה. על בניה כי הנה כל ברמה, כל ברמה, כל ברמה אני אשמע. רחל מבכה, רחל מבכה על בניה כי איננו. מיני קולך רחל מבכי ועינייך מדמעה, כי יששכר לפעולתך נאום השם ושבו מארץ אויב. מיני קולך רחל מבכי ועינייך מדמעה, כי יששכר לפעולתך נאום השם ושבו בנים לגבול. כל ברמה, כל ברמה, כל ברמה נשמע. רחל מבכה, רחל מבכה על בניה כי איננו. כל ברמה, כל ברמה. לא לקחת יותר פירות. כל ברמה אני אשמע. רחל מבכה, רחל מבכה על בניה כי איננו. מיני קולך רחל מבכי ועינייך מדמעה, כי יששכר לפעולתך נאום השם ושבו מארץ אויב. מיני קולך רחל מבכי ועינייך מדמעה, כי יששכר לפעולתך נאום השם ושבו בנים לגבולם, ושבו בנים לגבולם, ושבו בנים לגבולם. Song that Hashem sent me years ago about Rachel Imeinu. Sorry about growing the kids in the middle. Let's sing אני מאמין באמונה שלמה בבית המשיח. We believe that it's going to come today. אני מאמין, אני מאמין, אני מאמין באמונה שלמה המשיח, בביאת המשיח אני מאמין. בביאת המשיח, בביאת המשיח אני מאמין. אני מאמין, אני מאמין, אני מאמין. באמונה שלמה, בביאת המשיח, בביאת המשיח אני מאמין. בביאת המשיח, בביאת המשיח אני מאמין. בביאת המשיח, בביאת המשיח אני מאמין. I just realized there was a song I wanted to do and I forgot to do it in Hebrew. If we sing about Yerushalayim, about the yearning for Yerushalayim, about praying to rebuild Beit HaMikdash, we should have done Ben Zion Shenker's niggunim לירושלים עירך. ולירושלים עירך ברחמים תשוב ותשכון בתוכה ותשכון בתוכה כאשר דיברת. וירושלים עירך ברחמים תשוב ותשכון בתוכה ותשכון בתוכה כאשר דיברת. ובני אותה בקרוב בימינו, ובני אותה בניין העולם, וכיסא דוד עבדך במהרה בתוך התחין, וכיסא דוד עבדך במהרה לתוך התחין. I just remember another song. We were praying about the Beit HaMikdash from the prayers. Also have the Nachim. I don't remember a melody for that prayer that we say on Tisha B'Av. But before that, we have את ספר דוד עבדך מהרת תצמיח. So there's a composition about that by Rabbi Yitzchak Ginsburg. את צמח דוד עבדך במהרה תצמיח, את צמח דוד עבדך במהרה תצמיח, את צמח דוד עבדך במהרה תצמיח, את צמח דוד עבדך במהרה תצמיח. וקרנות אהרון בישועתך, כי לישועתך קיווינו כל היום. וקרנות אהרון בישועתך, כי לישועתך קיווינו כל היום. את צמח דוד עבדך מהרה תצמיח, את צמח דוד עבדך מהרה תצמיח. And I just opened the Nachim. I don't see a song that I know from there. ליבי ליבי אלך עליהם. I'm sure there's some composition of that, but I don't know them. And I think Yerushalayim is so beautiful. from Ben Zion Sheker from Moritz. Etzema is dafka after that, not before that. Okay. What else can we do? We can sing a song about Yerushalayim that shows that we're very hopeful about rebuilding it. And we can also sing about Achat Sha'alti Met Hashem. There's a Bostoner Rebbe, if I'm not mistaken, Achat Sha'alti Met Hashem. We're almost at Elul. Ava is just getting there. Achat Sha'alti Met Hashem Ota Bakesh. Achat Sha'alti Met Hashem Ota Bakesh. Shifti Bebeit Hashem כל ימי חיי, לחזות בנועם בנועם השם, ולבקר בהיכלו, לחזות בנועם בנועם השם, ולבקר בהיכלו. That's one melody for that. And they say it's from the Bostoner. I have to find out if it's true. Another song that is sing with the same melody is a niggunim by the Stralisk Hasidim, maybe the Stralisker himself, or the Stralisk. And the words were put to it by, I think, by Verdiger. And a different set of words by his father was put to the same melody. I'm going to build a tabernacle in my heart for him. So if there's no better mikdash, we should build it in our heart. And like in the Zohar, which is mentioned in the Tanya, we mentioned the Kosker, it says there's nothing more complete than a broken heart. So our heart has two parts, crying in one side and sing and rejoicing in the other side. In the Tanya, that's one of maybe the main expression in the Tanya. That's the main one. We can live together at the same time, sorrow and gladness at the same time, which is amazing. So it was put to this beautiful melody also, but I'm going to sing Achat Sha'alti with it. Achat Sha'alti Met Hashem Ota Bakesh Ota Bakesh Achat Sha'alti Met Hashem Ota Bakesh Ota Bakesh Shivti Beit Hashem Kol Yemei Chayai Lachazah B'nom Hashem ולבקר בהיכלו. איי ידעי איי 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 ידעי איי 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 ידעי איי 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 ידעי איי איי אחת שאלתי מאת השם אותה בקש אותה בקש אחת שאלתי מאת השם אותה בקש אותה בקש שבתי בבית השם כל ימי חיי לחזור בנועם השם ולבקר בהיכלו. איי ידעי איי 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 ידעי ידעי ay yadadai ay 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 yadadai ay 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 rejoicing in the rebuilding of Yerushalayim, what I had in mind was פרזות תשב ירושלים, that's a Chabad melody. The Rebbe asked them to put the words on the melody. I think it was the Rebbe's idea, and it fits so well. A happy tune. פרזות תשב, פרזות תשב ירושלים. פרזות תשב, ירושלים. פרזות תשב ירושלים. פרזות תשב ירושלים. פרזות תשב פרזות תשב ירושלים. פרזות תשב ירושלים. פרזות תשב ירושלים. פרזות תשב ירושלים. We won't go on with this. We're not going to go for longer now. I have to finish. But let's sing Shibana Bet HaMikdash. We can't sing about Yerushalayim and mourning about it without pleading for Shibana Bet HaMikdash. Shibana Bet HaMikdash במהרה בימינו ותן חלקנו בתורתך. שיבנה בית המקדש 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 במהרה בימינו ותן חלקנו בתורתך. That's it for today. We should be singing with Mashiach now. And if not, there's another minute, another 5 minutes, another hour, but he has to come already. That's enough. We need Beit HaMikdash. So see you בגאולה שלמה, מיד, תכף וממש. I promised to talk about the Chazanim, my real Chazan. So Shabbat Chazon, one of the reasons it's called Shabbat Chazon is that if we have the merit, they show us a glimpse of what Beit HaMikdash is. And also Chazon is the same letters as Chazan. We mentioned last week, speaking about the Leviim, that Leviim have a special job to sing in Beit HaMikdash. And everybody that is part is in song has some kind of spark from the Leviim. And we said they can sing even when they're sad. And the Leviim are getting ready to sing for the future when the Mashiach comes. And we said that the Leviim had to learn how to get to Ruach HaKodesh, because when you sing right, when you sing a very high melody, you can get to prophecy through it. Like we see in the Leviim, that they used to take instruments in order to prophesize. They used to use music because music helps you get there. Now, the real Chazan is also from the name of Chazon, or from sight, because the Navi is called Haroeh, the one that sees. The seer is the Navi. So the Chazan is in a little bit a seer. If he's a good musician, and if he really can sing to get us to Ruach HaKodesh, then he's a real Chazan, and he's like a Navi, a seer. So we should be all zoche to sing with Mashiach and Shabbat Chazon, have a glimpse of Bet HaMikdash, and our heart is going to be complete and whole, without no holes. Litaot next week.